Hey, everybody, this is Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill, Eddie Wood, last year's Cy Young Award winner in the National League, Singy.
Well, Boog, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in is the speedy Robert Hassel III. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Stays alive. The wide to kick the pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Justin Price stands in here, takes ball one low. There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing for Washington, and now the Pirates will take their turn. One down. Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance.
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Wood, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and line drive, and that's a base hit into center field, and they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Hit in the air, left field. And that one pulled down by Jimenez.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Number 9 in the box now. No balls and a strike. One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. And down on strikes. That's out number 2.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
So 2 down, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Carter Jensen. That's in there. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Robert Hassel III. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that's through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And the right-hander deals. Sets him down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Now the number 2 hitter, Dalen Lyle. And that's in there at the knees. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Justin Price digging in for the Nationals. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. And there's a foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nationals go quietly. Still tied? Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. Grounder might be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's 2. Nothing across. Back here at PNC Park, and here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. There's a strike.
You know, these Nationals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And downstairs.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Yepes in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Fastball for a strike. Hard hit right side. Shonewell takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Number 15 stands in now and watches strike 1. And a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Grips one to right. And that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
In there at the knees. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 1 left for Washington. Score. We go to the top of the 5th. Up now for Washington, Thomas Sajazi. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Jimenez has it sized up. And it's caught for the out. Carter Jensen digging in for the Nationals. And that's in the dirt. Jensen goes 6'1", 210 pounds, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 2-1 now. Bounce to the left side, and there are 2 outs. And now up for Washington, Robert Hassel III. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Gets it to first, and swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Chop to third. Tosses to first, and that'll keep more runs from. All set for the top of the 6th. Up now for Washington, Dalen Lyle. Trying to bunt his way on. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. No outs. Runner at first. Next to hit, Justin Price. And that's in for a strike. With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched.
Fires to second for 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and here is Juan Yepes. Right through there for a strike.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
The wind of the pitch. Hammered, base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Number 15 in the box lays off for ball one. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. Their speeds.
On the mound now for the Pirates. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Eddie Wood. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Not close with that one, and the count even 1-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one the other way. Sajazi in plenty of time to first. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. Next is the designated hitter, Eddie Wood. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a strikeout. Out in front and foul to the left side. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And he brings it in on the warning track. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Justin Crawford. Tied at 4. In the air out to center. Hassel moving under it. Brings it in. And there's one away. And now the right fielder, Walker Jenkins. The winning run on second base. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Brian Riccio. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Got him swinging.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
So first and second with 2 outs. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Fly ball to right. Makes the catch, inning over. Pirates strand a couple. Score remains tied at 4. Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding.
American Ninja, major motion picture, flipping my remote. Same way I do them, but she already know before she touch my Chevy dough. Real, let me make it as clear as my windows. No square shall enter in the circle of winners. No, I'm prepared for what if you know what I've been through. Rear view, clear vision, memories of paid dues. Confined to a runway, thunderstorms came through. But look what it came to, something that amazes you. Soon as you quit hating and hear what I gotta say to you. Baby blue souls deep. Hang time, hang glide, stir fry. Shanghai candy rain, drizzle frame. I ride 87 Corvette, CR1. Took the T-tops off and put them in the trunk. All gassed up, she been drinking from the pump. That's all bad. Trying to pass around and crash. Off lip fools trying to make it last. Emotional luggage, nothing of it. I don't check bags. I just carry on.
Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit.
Designated hitter, Eddie Wood.
I see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, I'm not sure you can say he fooled him with that first pitch changeup, but it did have him out on that front foot just enough. Well, I'll be interested to see how he adjusts on this next pitch.
Kicks and deals.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Hey, come on now.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed. And we're back. Stepping in, Eddie Wood. And a pitch. Laced into left. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Pittsburgh,
Here's Eloy Jimenez. Home team down a run here in game 3 of this 4-game series. And that's outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pickoff throw. Wood on at first, nobody out. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike and safe. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Walker Jenkins. That's a base hit. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with 1 away. Here's Brian Riccio. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Stuck in a rundown trying for home now. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, the big no-no right there, even though it was a bang-bang play, we always remember.
the batter, the designated hitter, Eddie Wood.
First pitch, not close. Ryder over at second. Shanoel at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Lawrence on a dead sprint, racing back, and it's off the wall. Here comes the runner. Relay throw home. He's safe as he gets his hand in. So runner at second, 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Eloy Jimenez. Already 3 runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and he got him. They limit the damage here. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates 3, and then Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A gigantic blast. And they add a couple more. It's 8-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 1 out, nobody on. Eddie Wood getting ready to hit.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And a foul ball.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which...
Wood was a big contributor for them in the win. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Well, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got...
But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the cars to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl.
Eddie Wood, the next Pirate to hit. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fat.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Well, he saw that changeup really well. Just a little early. Still barreled it. As you see, home run distance. Just couldn't keep it fair.
2 out, space is empty. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Eloy Jimenez. At the belt and fires. Got him swinging. So one left for Pittsburgh. Scoreless after one.
All right, find your pitcher. Let's go.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
On the ground. Fires to first on the run. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And strike one to the catcher.
But one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
In for a strike. And the count 1-2. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground to third. To first. Gets the catcher by a step.
You know, that looks routine.
1 down. And now it's Juan Yepes. The pitch. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat.
2 gone with runners at the corners. And here's the catcher, Eddie Wood. Swing and a miss. 0-1. The Pirates trying to break this one open here in the finale of this 4-game set. Two on, 2 outs. Stays alive.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Riley on third. Crawford at first. 2 out of the inning. And a curve is down and in.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Wouldn't chase that time. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third, and it's 4-0. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Eloy Jimenez now. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Outside, and that is ball 4. Now it's the right fielder, Walker Jenkins. 2 outs. In the air, right field. Lyle drifts towards it. Makes the catch. And that ends the inning.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push it a little further, get yourself a sweep.
From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Second and third, one gone. And now for the Marlins, Taylor Ward. The Fish trying to break this one open. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Here's a big power threat. Eddie Wood leads the league in batting average with only a handful of games left on the schedule, closing in on a batting title. Swinging a foul straight back.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second
hauls it in, and there's one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Trying to move the runners over. Save! So bases loaded with one away. Now here is Matt Wallner. And here it comes. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Ciani makes the play. Runner tagging from third. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. In the air, left side. A Rosarena under it. And that will end the inning. Pirates. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Tapped softly on the ground, and he grabs it foul. Two on, two outs. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Two outs. Popped up. Ward under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Now the catcher up to hit, Eddie Wood.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
Fires across the diamond, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. Two outs, runner at first. Here's the catcher, Eddie Wood, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
All over that one right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
The tying run at the plate. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Pirates strand a couple. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8.
Mic check, is this thing on? I ain't even know if I would rap